Aloha everybody, Gabe here from the Hawaii Institute of Self-Reliance, His Survival. Welcome back. Mahalo for watching. Down by the coast on this beautiful day, shooting a couple videos, and in this video I want to talk about seaweed. Some coastal foraging by the ocean, and in Hawaii, or the Hawaiian word for seaweed is Limu. So don't go away and learn about some edible seaweed. Always be very careful when you're collecting seaweed by the ocean. The wave can come and hit you and knock you out. Try not to turn your back. Got some seaweed here. Crunchy and salty. Here we have Aki Limu. The Hawaiians call it Aki. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, because it's tough and it means nibble. It's hard to chew. I'm not sure the name of this, but I'm almost positive it's edible. I'll give it the edible test. Yeah, it's edible. It's not quite as tough as the Aki. But there you go. Oh yeah, it's kind of sketchy. I'm like, got one eye on the ocean right now. Put the knife away, and there you go. So, foraging by the coast. Just be careful. This is very dangerous. First thing you want to remember while gathering seaweed by the coast is you want to keep one eye on the ocean. Never turn your back for too long, unless you've got a good distance so a wave won't come and crash on you. And these rocks are really sharp, so if a wave did hit you and you smacked your head on these rocks, you'd probably be unconscious. You end up in Antarctica or in a shark's belly. So that's a big thing about collecting food by the coast, is you gotta know the waves, you gotta watch the waves, you gotta time it right, and just be patient. And the best time is to go at low tide, right? And the tides change every 6 hours roughly. So you want to know the tides and watch the waves and watch the rhythm of the waves and the sets. And it just takes time, you know, just got to be patient. Now, edible seaweed. I'm finding conflicting reports. I've found a list that was put out by the University of Hawaii, and it's not complete. I keep on finding other seaweed that the ancient Hawaiians would use, and it's not on the Hawaii University of Hawaii list. I don't get it. I'm kind of confused. I'm almost positive all seaweed and algae is edible. It's just that if you can stand it, if you can palate it, you know, like the palate, how well you can chew it and how easy it is to eat. But I'm almost positive, and this is my disclaimer. Don't try this at home. The last seaweed that I showed you, I'm not quite sure what it is, and I did taste a little bit of it. It was easier to eat than the first seaweed I showed you, the Aki. And if you're not quite sure, don't eat it, right? But if you had to, you can do the nibble test, where you put a little bit of it in your mouth, chew on it a little bit, and spit it out. Don't eat it. And if your lips swell up, or if you get sores, or there's an allergic reaction, then you know it's probably toxic. Again, I'm not a survival expert. I don't even know if I'm saying these Hawaiian words right. Limu and aki, you know, people are giving me flack for, you know, opihi, you know, or ope, you know, it's silly. So I just want to let you guys know I'm not a survival expert. I'm just a homesteader in Hawaii with a camera, okay? You know, and I'm just having fun out here. So I'm not dead after trying that seaweed that I couldn't identify. It's been about 20 minutes or so, a little bit longer, and I'm fine, right? But you would be able to tell, you know, within 20 minutes if it's going to be toxic. And just don't eat it if you have any questions, okay? Just don't eat it. So yeah, so just be careful while gathering seaweed by the coast. And this is definitely a survival food. I know people eat, you know, seaweed salad and stuff. It's just never been my thing. I'm just not really into it. My parents used to gather seaweed. Like my mom used to put a certain seaweed in her soup to thicken it. So I remember as a child gathering seaweed by the coast and with my parents. That was really fun. Okay, so yeah, I think I covered everything. Again, I'm not a survival expert, so do your research before you eat any of the seaweed to make sure that it's edible and other people have eaten it. Okay, and that's just that's my disclaimer right there. And I will do other videos on seaweed. There's a couple more varieties of seaweed that I could find and eat. Now, the ancient Hawaiians just ate it raw most of the time. They would cook it sometimes, but most of the time they just eat it raw with some fish or some taro or whatever. So it is a part of the Hawaiian diet. It was a fairly big part of the Hawaiian diet. Hawaiians are seafaring people. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this video up right here. Please comment. I wanna hear all your comments. Is all seaweed edible? I don't know. Please leave a comment below if you know, or if you can send me in the right direction to do some research. And I thank you for the like. Make sure you subscribe for further videos and hit that bell symbol to get notifications for when I upload a video. You can watch it and tell me what you think. And until next time, hello!